Welcome back to my channel. I have 3 piles here for you, and we're going to do what are the characteristics of your next partner. I'm gonna try to focus obviously on the positive characteristics. I never really want to say anything negative right off the bat, but I do want to also talk about warnings, okay? So if there's going to be like maybe a conflict with someone, or you guys are just completely different people to where there could be some misunderstandings, I'm going to tell you about it so that way you can be aware of these things, okay? So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please choose the one that you are drawn to, and you don't know yet, feel free to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and the pile that you are drawn to as soon as you open them will be the pile for you. Okay, so let's get started with pile number 1, and let's find out the characteristics of your next partner. Lay them out first, sorry. Okay, 9 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, and then we have King of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, we have 6 of Swords, we have the Fortune, we have Justice, and then we have Death. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about the signs because I don't want you to really focus on the signs too much. I'd rather you focus on the characteristics, because if I tell you a sign, you can look for that sign in particular, where really it could maybe be their moon sign or their rising sign. So let's just get started. I do get that this person is more on the shy side. They will feel deep emotions, but maybe sometimes have trouble. It's not really that they have trouble expressing them. It's more of that they seem to be more of like an action-based person. Like they express their love through emotions, like in-person emotions, actions, and just by overall like showing you their emotions. This person is a little bit of a slow-moving type energy. They are someone who would like to think things through, and I would say more of like a earth energy, basically. They think things through, they try to really see things on a logical, rational basis before they make any major decisions. Now, one warning with this person would be to understand that their slow-moving energy comes from wanting to make the right decisions. And I do feel like when you meet this person, if you have not already, this person obviously wants to go through this in the right way, because maybe in the past they have been betrayed, and they really are going to want to do their next relationship completely right and not give it too much, like not give it a foundation to where it will be shaky. This person, you may be more of the person with the financial aspect of, like, you may be the person in the relationship where you have to be better with finances, because I do feel like this person is good at being financially, like they're good at making the money, and you will probably be the person who's more financially, like, handling the finances, making decisions, and, you know, just keeping an eye on the finances. Like, that's going to be one aspect that you're probably going to have to help them with. The next thing is this person, I don't really feel like they're ever, like they've had maybe serious relationships, but I don't want to say like they've ever really been married, or they've ever really like, so that's why I feel like they're going to want to do things the right way. They're really going to want to make sure they don't make those mistakes, because they think of this as like one time type situation. They believe in marriage and they want to do things the right way. They probably have a history, like I feel like this person is going to come at you in a place where they've been in serious relationships and they've been hurt, but not in a serious like marriage or serious like anything real deep. Like, you're going to be the first real deep connection that they have to somebody. True deep. I don't feel like this person has ever truly met anyone also that really really, how do I say it, like really like rattles their cages, you know? Someone is, they're going, they don't usually allow love to take over their life. They don't usually allow love to control them or rule them. They like to stay grounded. They like to have things where they're able to control their emotions and just be sure of something. So I do feel like when they meet you, that may be in a situation to where they feel a little bit nervous. This person may come to you also where you really change their outlook on relationships. They may before, I don't want to say like wanting to give up or didn't have hope, because they have hope. That's why they continue to still meet, you know, be with you and meet you and willing to give the relationship, you know, a strong foundation. But I also feel like right before you, they were in a place to where they were not having hope and they didn't think that true love existed. But now when you see them, you know, they're going to start seeing things differently and they're really going to change their view and opinion. I do feel like this person is going to be shy. So again, please take in mind that their shyness will be a big, strong foundation. And, you know, it's not insecure, it's more just shy and just kind of seeing. This person likes to observe how you may act or observe how your energy is. Yeah, they're going to be observing you, seeing how you're, like, they like to observe. They're going to want to observe you in all ways, in a very, it's almost like a very sensual type. And what I mean by that, if I can put it in a term where you can kind of get a visual, would be, I would say like Taurus energy, where they really love to utilize all their senses. They really love to just observe and watch, and it's really a good energy. It's a really a good way that they like to do things. It really, like, they really like to be in the moment and really just focus. I feel like for people this pile, you have the bold personality. Like, you have a strong personality. You may be a person who, you know, a lot of people attract to you. You may be charismatic in some way or charming. So they're going to be your balance. I also feel like this person is going to be romantic, but they are going to also be romantic in a way that is acts of service based. So their romance is like, would be very attentive to you and very attentive to your needs. I feel like that, again, this person's, their love language, main love language, would be like acts of service. So for pile number 1, thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, so for pile number 2, what characteristics is your next partner going to have? Let's see. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. We have the 7 of Cups. We have Sacrifice. Okay. Sacrifice. Okay. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Star card here. We have the 9 of Cups. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so here's the thing. This person already, I can tell, is a very analytical person. This person is going to be an idealist when it comes to love. So they're going to want things to flow very natural. They're not going to want anything to feel forced, or they don't really seem to like aggressive people. They want things to happen in their natural form. So they won't like pry things out of you. If you feel something or you feel like you want to express something, they're going to expect you to do it without them having to pull certain things out of you. I do also feel like this person is going to want children, or there's going to be some issue involving children, not issue, sorry, situation, because it's not like a bad thing. So sorry, I'm just used to using those words, but it's going to be a wanting of children, or If you're like past that phase, it's going to be maybe they may have a very childlike energy to where they may love to do things that are very childlike. I feel like this person is going to use, like, they're going to be a very intellectual person. They are very emotional, but they are going to be very sure of what they want, okay? So when they first come forward to you, they're going to come forward strongly and directly, and that's the important part. They really are going to, in that time, you're going to want to take them very realistically, and you may be in an energy to where you are kind of just like, oh, let's see how this goes, and not take it so seriously in the beginning. So that's one thing I do want you to be aware of. They're very intellectual. They love emotions. Like, this person is going to love emotions, like to see your emotions. They may want you to be very emotionally expressive. They may want you to be very emotionally expressive. They seem to really admire adventure, admire like exploration, like exploring, even maybe explore with you. They seem to really take adventure as a form of being connected and having the relationship deepen. Okay, so maybe they want to go on a lot of trips, or maybe they want to, explore life with you, basically. They are going to expect you to do your part in sacrificing for the relationship. They are going to expect you, like, this person has a very, again, analytical way of thinking, so they're going to expect you to do your part. They're going to expect, they're going to do their part. They're not going to want you to over-sacrifice yourself or over-sacrifice things. It's more of like a team effort. Like, they don't want you, like they're not going to want you to give up your personal life or, your dream job or things like that. They're going to want you to do your part in the relationship, but they don't want you to sacrifice the things you truly love, okay? So this person's going to be very supportive. They're going to want you to stand your ground in a lot of aspects. They also like people who are very opinionated and who stand their ground in their opinions, stand strong in their opinions. Very much of an idealistic when it comes to love, but may view love from a analytical standpoint. I feel a very air sign energy with this one. This is obviously the Aquarius card, so they may want to talk a lot. They may want to engage in conversation with you. They may want to hear from you often. They may want you to initiate conversation with them, and they will also initiate conversation with you. They may want you to be... It's weird because this person, even though they want adventure and exploration, they are also they will have a quiet demeanor about them. And just this person seems to be very much about like respect and, self-respect and stuff like that. This person, I also want to say, may sometimes be a little bit jealous, but not in a very negative way. I do feel like for the most part, you would probably not even know. They would maybe keep it in very strong. I do feel like there is going to be a connection between this person and their mother. They are going to be close to their mom, or have good, if in other situations may have been close to their mom, be very close to their mom and think very highly of their mom. Again, they're going to come at you in a very direct approach, but then observe and see how you act after that, okay? So they will make the effort and talk to you in a very direct way, in a very direct approach, and then kind of see how you take. So again, I feel like it's going to be their turn to expect give and give and give between the both of you. Like, you do your part, they do their part. You do their part, they do your part. They want it to be like two ways, like, you and them all the time. So it's not going to be, they don't want one person doing all the giving. They don't want you, jumping over hoops and breaking their back. They want you to be able to stand your ground to them. So if there's something that is bothering you, there's something where, they don't want to see, they don't really like, this person doesn't seem to like to see people who just kind of, they seem to not want the person to, like, they want someone obviously who's going to love them and do everything for them, but they don't want this person to break their back for them. They want you to be able to say how you feel if you don't feel like doing something, or there's something you're not okay with. They're going to want you to express that, and they will actually like that. And they love to hear your opinion. So they're going to want to know if you're not okay with something. They will rather you say, no, I'm not okay with this, and they will maybe like that and respect you more, versus you just doing it and not saying anything. So it's a very analytical type energy with this person, but also a very strong, like they like someone very strong and opinionated. This person is going to have a strong work ethic and going to want to really put work first. So they are going to expect you to support them when it comes to work and support their decision to put work first, because they view it as ultimately them bettering the future for the both of you. So for pile number 2, I hope you like this kind of video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So for pile number 3, let's see what your next partner, the characteristics that your next partner will have. Okay, and then we have Queen of Swords. And then we have the Judgment card. Okay, so this person is going to be very fun and very lively. This person is going to kind of be the type of person who kind of flows through life in a very adventurous way. They have, again, very, very, very adventurous heart. I feel like they are going to be more of a physical person. So their way of getting close to you would be on a very physical basis. They would really want to, like, they're non-traditional when it comes to relationships. They don't like routines. They love to do things spur at the moment. They love to kind of shake things up. You may go on a lot of trips with this person. This person may want to take they very unconventional. So they will want to maybe, like, when things start becoming very routine for them, they may get bored of that. So you're going to have to kind of switch things up. They're not going to, like, lose interest if things get bored, but they will communicate it with you, and they'll talk to you and say, hey, let's do this, or hey, let's do that. And they're going to want you to, like, go with them on adventures. They don't seem like the person who's, like, easily bored, because I do feel like this is going to be a very loyal person. They're just going to want to do all these adventurous things with you. This person is going to probably have a unique job or a unique situation, something about their life that is very unique, and I do feel like you're going to be very drawn to that type of energy about them. That may be, like, one of the first things you may notice or be attracted to. They have a indirect life approach where they try to they seem to really enjoy different experiences and want to just things that are completely out of the norm. This person is, like, they have a very strong personality, kind of like a quirky personality, but it's going to be something to where you feel very strong, like you're going to be very attracted to that character about them. They're going to have, like, a sense of humor that is also very different, but again, you're going to find them all this energy about them where they're, like, very different, very out there, very non-traditional. You're going to really, really like that. I feel like this person is going to be completely different than the people you've dated before. So right off the bat, you may not be drawn to them right away, but you're going to be really drawn to their personality. I also feel like this person's going to have really good style. So you're going to be very drawn to them by their style and their personality, but it doesn't seem like it would be the typical person that you would date right off the bat. Maybe, like, again, like the people you've dated before. Their love language seems to me like it's going to be gift giving. They may buy you gifts or send you little things, Or it could even be just like simple, like where, maybe they buy you a flower or they buy you a little souvenir from somewhere they go, that type of energy. I mean, those type of gifts, but it's going to be very meaningful, also very thoughtful. This person seems to be very, very thoughtful, very, very charming. This is the type of person that like you can bring home to your parents and your parents would love because they're just that charming. This person's going to be someone who, I don't know why, but I keep feeling like they're going to be a person who loves to watch like movies or shows, just something very, very unique. They also are like, they have like a classy energy to them. So even though they're very adventurous, they're going to have like an energy to where, again, you're going to like their style. They're going to be very classy. They're going to actually teach you, how to have the finer things in life or love the finer things in life if you don't already. You may be more humble than this person. You're just like, I don't really care about that. But they are going to kind of teach you how to really appreciate those things and why it's important. Okay, so they're going to help you see life completely, completely different. They're going to completely change your perspective that you had before. They're going to make you see things in a way that is just so different and so eye-opening for you. This relationship is going to be a very, very eye-opening experience. And I almost feel like that's why it's meant to happen, is because you may, like, they just have a very wide, unconventional way of seeing things. Very large. Their outlook is just so out of the norm, but it's going to be something I feel like that you need. This person is going to kind of make you feel young again and wild a little bit. And it's going to also be something that I feel like you're going to need at that point in time. Their way of talking may be kind of like the way they talk to you may be something that you may have a hard time with in the beginning. Like you may not understand their communication style. That's going to be a little bit of a warning there for you. You may want to really study them and not pay attention, don't evaluate the way they maybe text you or the way they communicate with you in the beginning, maybe by certain things they say. Again, they have a very out there sense of humor, a very out there, communication style, so you may not understand them. So I really just recommend that you really take the time to really focus and try to understand them in the beginning. But as time goes on, you will be able to really understand them, and you're going to know them so well. So that won't last very long. Also, let's see, this person, you may move with this person somewhere like out of the norm, and it doesn't have to be that exact situation, but it's like, I'm just saying that is the type of adventurous energy from this person. Again, very classy, non-traditional, non-conventional. But also keep in mind, by me saying this, like I mentioned before, they do not get easily bored. So you may see them in the beginning and be a little bit scared by how unconventional they are. And it may make you feel like, oh, can I make this person happy? Will I be able to please this person? They're maybe always traveling or they're always busy. And this person, like, they do follow their heart a lot, okay? So that's what takes them to adventure. So they follow their heart and they don't leave. This person also understands that connections, deep connections, and the connection that you two are going to have is going to be very rare. They know that connections, the importance of connections. So they're going to be very straightforward and very direct with their feelings. Again, it may kind of throw you off where you're like, whoa, but it's going to be something ultimately that I feel like you're going to need and something that's going to work out for you. And you're going to really enjoy that part. This person, again, they're going to completely change your outlook. The energy of this one is just it's very unique and very cool. I feel like you're going to maybe even go on a trip with this person right away. As soon as you guys maybe make it official, or as soon as you guys really take off in the relationship, you may find that you guys go on a trip. So if you meet someone and you haven't met them already and you guys go on a trip, then that's going to be a big indicator that it's going to be probably the relationship that I'm talking about. This person is also going to want to show you off too, and just, really appreciate you and your look and your physique, and just, they are going to be very excited about the relationship and going to want to show you off. they're going to try really hard to impress you also. So if you're a type of person who doesn't like, you may think it might be showing off or really trying too hard, but that's not really the case. The case is they just really want to make you happy, and I think that's the important part. I feel like a very fast-moving type energy from this person. Again, someone who's also going to be very, very direct. Okay, so for pile number 3, I hope you like this kind of reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.